Hello everyone, this is the Classic Pro, and today we are finally going to be playing Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. Released in 1994 for the Sega Genesis. Yep, it's finally here. We're finally getting back to the Sonic series after playing after playing Mario Kart 64. And now it's time for more Sonic. So let's do it. As you can see, we've got a completed file right here. But we're not going to go there. We're going to go to a new file. We're not going to go here. And there's Dr. Robotnik trying to delete our games, make us start over, so we can watch him fail again. Because we all love to see that. As you can see, you can either choose Sonic Tails together, Sonic and Tails separate, or you can play as Knuckles. And here we've got a cutscene. Now, as you all may know, Sonic 3 and Knuckles takes place after Sonic 2. What? This son of a gun. Since when can you knock out Super Sonic like that? You can't just do something like that. But anyways, here we are in the very first zone, Angel Island. Look at this environment, it looks so beautiful. Now, you guys are probably wondering, why am I playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles? Why can't I just play Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Sonic and Knuckles as two separate games? Well, let's say you're playing Sonic 3. You go through the game, collect all Chaos Emeralds to find that the last zone is not in space like Sonic 2. But we'll get to that later. Here is the special stage. And in this particular special stage, unlike Sonic 2, or Sonic CD for that matter, we actually go through a sphere, a giant planet, a giant checkerboard planet for that matter, and we collect blue spears, trying to avoid red spears and trying not to bounce off of star spears. The blue spears are what we want to hit, and once we collect a blue spear, well, hit the blue spear, it will change it to a red one. The red blue spears will warp you back to the stage, and you'll have to try again if you hit another special ring, which is how you get into the special stage, by traveling through a level and trying to find a special ring. And of course, there are 7 special rings to find. Well, not in each stage, but there are so many that you get so many chances with the special stages throughout the whole game. But make those chances count. But anyways, now there is a way to get rings inside the special stage, and if you were to run into a square that has 3 spears, or maybe even 12, maybe even more, it could be a square or a rectangle. If you go in a circle, in one big circle, on the outlines of the blue spears, and not go inside, then you will cause the blue spears and the red spears to turn into rings. And you can collect them. Now, there are a certain amount of rings that you can collect. If you collect them all, you get a perfect. And when you get a perfect, you get 50,000 points, which means you get an extra life. So, try collecting well, you don't necessarily have to get it perfect. It's definitely optional, don't worry. You don't have to get it perfect. Mainly it's just for the extra lives. But that's about it. But please don't touch the red springs. I mean, the red spears. Or red spheres. And here are one of the bonus stages of the game. Get 50 rings and, well, actually, it's kind of like Sonic 2, where you get a certain amount of rings and then a whole bunch of stars spin around in a ring and then you jump into it and then you get inside one of the bonus stages. There are 3 bonus stages in total. This being the gambling bonus stage. The reason why I say gambling is because, well, you get the point. And I failed anyways. But I didn't want to really take a chance on losing my rings. One good thing about going through the special stages is that you don't have to worry about how many rings you have. You could have no rings at all and you can still go inside. Now here's that pattern I was telling you about, where you can turn the blue spears and the red spears into rings. And here's another one. I'm going in a rectangle. This is how you get rings in the special stage. So yeah. I actually love these special stages, and they're very challenging too. Really challenging. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. As you progress through the special stage, they are going to try their hardest to make you lose by speeding up the whole place. Speeding up the music and speeding up the whole thing altogether. So you have got to be careful. Yeah, I haven't really timed how long it takes for the music to, well, how long it takes for the special stage to speed up until, you know. But anyways, you don't want it to get really, really fast. If you don't want to get it perfect, don't worry about it. Just get the blue spears. Just get the blue spears and just go about business. Anyways, back to what I was saying earlier. The final boss looks ultimately inferior to the Death Egg. But we'll get to that later. No spoilers. Not to mention that there are only 6 zones. Yeah, 6 zones if you just play Sonic 3 by itself. With an ending that's disappointingly unsatisfying. Well, if that makes sense. In other words, it's very lackluster. It is so lackluster. I mean, it's a dead giveaway how lackluster it is. How cliffhangerish it is. Now, you see this wall? This is an alternate path that can only be taken by one certain character. And I don't think I need to tell you who the... What? How did Tails die there? Yeah, such an enigma. New to Sonic 3 and Knuckles, there are mini-bosses, or minor bosses. In every Act 1, there are minor bosses. Act 2 has the major boss. So, keep that in mind. Now, how do we get through this rock? Well, this boulder? What did you think? Oh, look at that, another special ring. Let's go. No, this one you actually have to go into a pattern. And by that, you actually go from one place to another. This isn't really overworlded like most other special stages. This isn't really like the other special stages where you get to roam through the stage, you know. You actually go from one place to another, one area to another. And this is actually one of the easier special stages to get it perfect on. Meaning that even though you don't get it perfect, there is really no reason why you shouldn't lose. Unless it's really your first time. But don't worry, practice makes you a better player. But yeah, it is really speeding up right now. Now, back to what I was saying. Sonic 2 had 11 zones, if you didn't count. Oh, and the reason why I jumped over that one blue spear is so I can get the rest of these rings. Because if I got that last spear, which I just got, I wouldn't be able to get those rings, because all of them would have just disappeared, and then I would have to walk out with the Chaos Emerald. So yeah, that's why I did that. Anyways, you can tell Sonic 3 is incomplete if you play it. Later that same year, Sonic and Knuckles came out, adding new stages, the ability to play as Knuckles, and box art that screams Ultimate! Oh, I forgot to mention, Angel Island's on fire. Yep, it's on fire. One of the first things you'll notice is the cart itself, or the cartridge. Just by looking, it looks like you can lock on to another game. But the real good stuff actually comes from locking Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles together, making the ultimate game. I love saying ultimate. You're gonna hear that from me a lot, so get used to it. Now you can actually lock on Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. If you lock Sonic 1, you'll get a mini game based off the special stages of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And the mini game is called Blue Spear, where you get to play through a whole bunch of special stages that are created just for the heck of it. It can also make you better at the special stages, and they can make, well, just make you better. Know what you're going for. That kind of thing. But anyways, Sonic 2, when you lock Sonic and Knuckles to Sonic 2, or the other way around, then you get Knuckles in Sonic 2, which allows you to play as Knuckles in Sonic 2 stages, which is pretty darn awesome. And some color palettes changed too, like the special, like the stage, like the stage fonts and stuff. You also get Knuckles' panel sign, Knuckles' finishing sign. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's good to see Knuckles in Sonic 2. But anyways, back to what I was saying. like I said, you get the main reason why you bought Sonic & Knuckles is to lock it with Sonic 3. If you were to play Sonic & Knuckles separate, you would get a different title screen. And the title screen looks pretty awesome. Oh, and Knuckles gets a cutscene, so yeah. But that's about it. Actually, if you play Sonic 3 by itself, then you get some music that you won't be able to hear when you lock on both games. Yeah, the end of this playthrough is begging for extras. I can tell. I mean, I just knew it. But you want to be careful here to time your jumps. Those platforms will reappear and disappears. Reappear and disappear out of the waterfalls, and you have to jump off of them fast before they disappear. Oh, and also, you also get to play as Tails in the Sonic & Knuckles stages. Yes, Tails is not playable in Sonic & Knuckles, which is why it's called Sonic & Knuckles. Oh, and here's one of the other bonus stages. And this bonus stage you only get with Sonic 3 if you play it by itself. There are two other special stages, bonus stages. I'm sorry, bonus stages. Not special stages. That come with Sonic & Knuckles. But when you lock both games together, then you get to play through 3 of the special bonus stages. I keep wanting to say special. But could you blame me? Now we've got an air fleet dropping gigantic eggplant bombs right on top of Tails. He is getting annihilated. Sorry, Tails, it's over. Oh, hey, look, it's Robotnik flying in that really strange machine. Oh, there he is. Attack! Oh, crap! Why did I do that? Oh, that was funny. I was so gung-ho right there. I was just urging to do that. But anyways, yeah, that's the end of that. And we beat Robotnik once again. But that's the end of Sonic 3 Knuckles Part 1. I will see you guys in Part 2 for Zone 2. Who's that? It's Knuckles! Don't do that!